Okay, folks, welcome to Swing Trading today. Sorry for being late. We had a bit of a technical glitch. It is 8:32 in the a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the 17th of December. This is our first swing trading today in the past few days, given my short tour of the East Coast. So we're back now, and let's begin with natural gas. 4-hour chart. These will all be 4-hour charts unless I say otherwise. Oil obviously has been on a rally of late. Not so much the price of nat gas, but cooler weather is setting in here. And today is nat gas inventories report coming out at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is a weekly time frame. We're flirting with a resistance level on a weekly chart. We're not there quite yet, but certainly worthy of watching to see whether or not nat gas will resume this uptrend and begin to break out along with other commodities such as agriculture, oil, certainly. Oh, before I forget, tonight is Thursday Night Stock Charts Live. That's where we review the weekly charts, and we use that time to talk about what our strategy might be moving into the new trading week. Yes, we talk about next week, effective today, given the setup on the weekly charts. So, leaving off here with nat gas, poised for a breakout, and given the cold weather that's looming, we may see one in the very near-term future. Let's check out. We'll go back to a 4-hour chart. We had the Federal Reserve come out yesterday. And, of course, free money for all, forever. And we have crude prices pulling back here off the highs of the session, but they're up. And it looks as though we're flirting with a long-term resistance level. So the question now becomes, do we break out, 30-minute chart, do we break out? You can see that we broke out this bar here. Now we're doing a retest. Do we have a continuation breakout on the session? It looks as though we quite may very well. No, Sam, I didn't see the euro. Let's check it out. Good morning to you. Well, actually, good afternoon to you. Euro USD. Here we go. Wow. Wow. Oh, my God. This is pretty big. This is a daily chart. You can see here, it's really just gone in fuego. You say that the Indians are buying like crazy? Oh, real estate, Italian real estate. For those folks not familiar, Sam is over in Italy. Wow. Let's check out a weekly chart. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, the Indian stock market is on fire right now. We've talked about that. As a matter of fact, we'll bring up a chart of it in a moment. But the euro is in fuego, no doubt about it. Let's go back to the 4-hour chart. Oh, they're buying stuff. I see. I see. Gotcha. Yeah, well, they're seeing wealth come their way. I mean, you take a look at, uh, here, let's bring it up. The Indians and the Vietnamese are going to be primary beneficiaries of the supply chain shift from China. Here's the Wisdom Tree, symbol EPI, Wisdom Tree, India Earnings Fund. You can see that this thing is just en fuego. So good for them. Let's check out Vietnam really quick. I mean, this is really where you need to be. The U.S. market right now is on fumes. Absolute fumes. Here's Vietnam. What's not to like here? Going back to let's take a look at the dollar. Oh my God, the dollar's got an 8 handle on it. Look at this. Oh, it's gonna, yeah, Sam, it's gonna end horribly. It's gonna end horribly. It's very sad, but that's why we need to be long of commodities. And I mean, just yesterday we were buying the silver miners. I think we bought it just in time because they're going to rip today. Let's take a look at what else do we want to take a look at? Sam, how are things over in Italy? Are they getting a little bit better for you in terms of COVID? Roop, I can't even say your name, man. Roponin. Okay, I tried. I was never educated. Can you add automated trend lines in TrendSpider? Yeah, sure you can. What symbol do you want to take a look at? Let's bring up, what do we want? Let's bring up the SLV, silver. In terms of COVID, kind of stable. Good to hear, Sam. Good to hear. All right, so automated trend lines. So they're off at current. Click of a button, and they're on. So what you saw here on silver, this is the value of automated trend lines, is that, and this does reflect today's price action, is that we've broken out. Now, would I buy here right now? No. Wait for the retest. This is the power of automated trend lines. You set it and forget it. And there's a link below, 35% off, using that link in the video description area. SLV retest of breakout point. I'm technically long of the AGQ, not the SLV, but 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Same thing for the most part. Hey, Will, We got hammered with snow. I actually had to come back early from my trip. I didn't want to, but thank God I did. You're welcome, Rup. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll help you out with the automated trend lines. You know, MacArthur, hello. Greetings and salutations, everyone sitting bit crazy. Yeah. How is Bitcoin doing today? Monster day yesterday. Look at this dollar. It is just getting annihilated. Annihilated. We got about a foot. I just didn't want to be stuck on the road trying to fight to get home. Wow. That's a lot. You got 2 foot? Yeah, it stopped here. Lucky for us. I don't know if there's anything behind this, but it stopped for us. All right, what else do we have here? I was going to bring something up. I completely drew a blank just now. Bitcoin I wanted to take a look at. Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I think Powell unleashed the dogs of hell yesterday on inflation. You know what happened yesterday is that what Powell did, and I'll show a chart. I know many of you out there have already seen this chart, but keep in mind that many have not. So I'm going to bring it up for those folks. It's just not to repeat myself because I hate hearing myself speak twice or 3 times or 10 times. But when you take a look at what Bitcoin is doing versus inflation, you know that Powell is FOS. And I need to be careful on YouTube with what I say because everything is censored nowadays. So Powell came out yesterday, and what you're looking at here is Bitcoin versus CPI. All right, so you have CPI here overlaid, and this is the correlation between Bitcoin, and you can see there's a strong correlation between inflation rising and Bitcoin rising. Overlaid in dashed gray line here is also CPI. No doubt, there is a direct correlation. Now, what Powell came out yesterday and said, and I almost laughed. If it weren't so sad, I almost laughed. He came out and he said, at current, we have inflation running at 1.8% on average. Think about that. We have inflation running at 1.8%. We won't see an average of 2% inflation until 2023. Is this guy nuts? Is this guy completely lost his marbles? Has he taken a look at crude oil prices breaking out? He's worried about not being ahead of inflation? I don't think so. Copper prices. Look at this. Copper prices ripping. Cattle. This is meat getting ready to break out. This is all weekly charts. These prices are getting ready to rip. And he's worried that there's not enough inflation. Talk about a disconnect. So while, yes, the markets are able to rally yesterday, when inflation finally does, really in earnest, when it gets to the point where they can't deny it anymore, you're going to see this market take a tumble like you've never seen before. Wheat, weekly chart. getting ready for a major breakout. Wherever you look, with the exception of natural gas prices, you're seeing inflation reign supreme. Look at this breakout on gold this week. What is the market telling us? Look at this. It's telling us, get ready, get very ready for a next bull run in gold. Shocking, shockingly disconnected. And this is why we need to have our money out of U.S. dollars. You need to be looking at emerging markets such as EEM. Sorry for that noise. Here's the emerging markets ETF. Take a look at this. Ripping up higher. Weekly chart. I've already gone over Vietnam. I've already gone over India. These are the markets that are ripping. You want to take a look at Brazil. Here's Brazil. Doesn't look that great here, but if you bring it up on here. Here's Brazil. Beautiful. This is a monthly time frame. Yeah, monthly time frame. Took a hammer here. Now we have a W formation, higher low. It's breaking out. This is where money is going. This bull run. Can it continue up higher? The Qs? Sure. But I would rather be a buyer of this nascent bull run, this early bull run in emerging markets than rather than hoping when I should fear that they can continue to keep this monster of a market moving up higher here in the States. Will semiconductors be a good play with Bitcoin building momentum? Let's take a look at these semis. They look like they want to move up higher. Well, my concern is that let's bring up the semis. Well, actually, interest rates. Sorry. My concern is that yields here are going to move up higher. And that's not going to bode well for the semis. Where's my daily chart? Now think about how dovish Jay Powell was yesterday. But what did yields do? What did the 10-year yield do? It was flat. It didn't go down. It was flat. So when you take a look at a weekly chart of the 10-year yield and you want to be long of semis, technology, which all broke out to new all-time highs yesterday, you have to worry about this chart. What is it telling you? It's telling you that we have put in, this is a weekly chart, we have put in a W formation, and I've been talking about this chart for months now. Watch for a breakout. Guess what? We have, or had the breakout. We pulled back. Now we're looking for a rally up to a one handle. Now at some point in time, here's your upper band of resistance. At some point in time, this market is not going to be able to handle rising interest rates. And then you have to wonder, can stocks, particularly the technology names, which rely upon very low yields, can they keep moving up higher despite rising yields? You would have thought that how dovish Jay Powell was yesterday, yields would have plummeted. They didn't. That's the market sending you a signal that, you know what, maybe investors that are trying to buy our debt, maybe they want to get paid more for the risks that they're taking on, $30 trillion in debt. So beware of yields. In fact, let's take a look at what bonds are doing this morning. Look at Brazil this morning, on fire. 10-year note, 4-hour chart. is breaking out. That does mean yields are pulling back this morning. So maybe we will see a pullback on yields. But I would strongly encourage everyone, that's a 4-hour chart. This is a weekly chart. This is the one that we really need to pay attention to. In fact, let's bring up a monthly chart. Watch a one handle. It looks as though we have a lot of resistance up here at a one handle. We have topping action. Maybe we will get a pullback. But if they fail, if yields spike up through 2%, beware of this market. And the more the Federal Reserve fights to try to keep yields lower, the more the U.S. dollar is going to plummet. And that is inflationary. Okay. I need to bring up watch list for members, ticker cloud. I'm sure I'm behind with going over. Oh, man. Yeah, the 13th. Oh, I did all these. Okay, we're good. All right, with that, folks, I'm going to say everyone have a profitable trading day, and I will talk to you soon. I may do an impromptu video today, but we will be live tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, going over the weekly charts, and we'll be talking a lot about inflation. We'll be talking a lot about the U.S. dollar and how it closes out this day, as well as gold. So use that link below. If you're not already on our email list, get alerted 15 minutes prior to us going live. We hate spam too. Jobless claims explode. Fed talks up stimulus. Wow. Okay. Take care, folks. Have a profitable trading day. Be well.